Hi Band fans!
And welcome to this week's edition of Band Fan TV with On The March videos.
Well, as things settle down and get back to normal, the band parades are building up once again. Such a fantastic turnout. We'll watch the videos from Portrush last week. What a success.
Yes, Portrush, Sons of Ulster, hit the streets along with 64 bands. Absolutely fantastic. The weather was great and the crowds came out. Brilliant, just brilliant, and congratulations.
A brilliant advertisement for Northern Ireland's marching bands. We made our way on Friday to Omagh. Now, we don't get to Omagh very often and it's been a few years when we're there, but it was Blair Memorial, Proudly Omagh's 50th anniversary.
It was a fantastic turnout of bands through the streets of Omagh, and the crowds along the main street certainly came out to support Omagh.
Real good mixture of bands. 5 pipe bands in attendance on the night, 39 bands on the march in Omagh for Blair's anniversary. So we've picked out, of course, Blair Memorial as they march the streets.
Massive.
Absolutely. 47 flutes, 27 drummers or something. And the colour party, well, I know the band's not playing, but I had to leave it in. Wait till you see the size of the colour party. Absolutely fantastic. Then we picked out Pride of Derg from Castle Derg. Now this band just seems to be getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and they were wearing a lovely black trousers and red shirts. Really looked very well.
And you didn't tell me who else it was, so you're going to have to tell everybody.
So we picked out a pipe band. There was 5 to choose from, and I picked Barr Jubile pipe band, and they were playing fantastic.
And we also seen Luna.
We did. There's about 25 of them.
Isn't there? Looks hard. night, seeing everybody hit the streets of Portrush, we headed to Newtownards for Newtownards Protestant Boys Annual Parade, and we want to say a massive thank you to them for making us feel so welcome.
Real good turnout of spectators on the streets of Newtownards as well.
Bunged it was. And we have a clip of Newtownards Melody. They led the parade off.
Yeah.
And then we have a clip of North Down First Flute, another one of those wee bands that I like to play different wee tunes.
Yeah.
And I thought they were sounding really well on Saturday.
And then to finish this section, one of my favourites, William Strain Lightbody. They just play that upbeat tempo that you could march to all day long. Our Scottish band of the week this week, I've picked out Craigneuk True Defenders. They were over just a couple of weeks ago for the 12th. One of these bands only actually come over at the weekends when the 12th falls on a Saturday. So it was great to see them back in Ulster. And then we have a list of the parades coming up this weekend.
Lots to choose from.
And then some of the events that's coming up. And if you want, there's a few big breakfasts around Ballymoney at the weekend.
Oh, pity we're not up that way.
So after a busy 12th week, we decided that we weren't going to do any midweeks. We were going to take it easy and relax and just enjoy the weekends. But no, the phone went on Wednesday and
Do you fancy going to Bushmills?
we ended up in Bushmills. Giant's Causeway Protestant Boys annual parade. Now this is a parade that we do quite regularly and it's usually quite wet.
Yeah, 8 buckets. But not this year.
No. We got to drive one and it was a good parade too. Good turnout of bands and some travelled quite a distance too, as you seen the likes of Money and also Derg Young Loyalists. Great parade. So we have a clip of Giant's Causeway themselves finishing off the parade.
And we also have a clip of Bushside Accordion Band. Now, we're not sure where they come from, but Neil would love to know a bit more information. So if you know anything about them, please do drop us a little message underneath the video.
So this weekend we're looking forward to getting out and about. Wednesday night is the Nackley's parade in Ballymoney and we have no plans to be going.
No.
Friday night we have one of our favourites.
Tullyvallen!
So by tea and buns all the day long. And on Saturday we think we have 4 parades lined up.
Well, that's what Neil thinks. I might have other plans, but we'll see.
We'll see how it goes. But whatever you do, try and get out and support your local band. They're all recruiting at the minute, so if you're in the mood and you'd like to learn the flute, I'm sure your local band would be looking forward to seeing you come through the door.
So until we see you when we are back on the march again, please do take care of yourselves. Don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe and hit the notification bell for when we have new videos uploaded. We will see you when we're back on the march. Take care of yourselves and keep following us.
Following them.
Bye.
Bye.
No midweek parades, but Wednesday night we were in Bushmills for no, we weren't, it was for Giant's Causeway. Look, oh, and Newtownards streets were full. We have a clip of,
Well, with Newtownards, no we don't.
we don't, because they didn't walk.